Oh, a very good evening to you. Welcome to Imani Television's News Hour. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in from different locations of the country. I hope your day has been both delightful and blessed. Today being the 9th of January 2024. Happy New Year to you. We have a comprehensive lineup in our bulletin this evening covering various regions and aspects of the country, all tailored up for you. But before we dive into our stories, we would like to remind you to stay connected with us on our social media handles. Follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube at Imani Television for additional updates. Also, visit our website www.imanitv.org to get more information and also tune into our live television. Now, let's move and get our top stories for today.
We respect the independence of the judiciary, but that independence does not extend to sabotage the public interest. It doesn't extend to sabotaging and denying Kenyans their constitutional right.
The county government is in discussion with the court here to provide land for construction of a court in Busia. Council of Elders have been trained and we are well underway into rolling out alternative justice systems here in Busia County.
Na hajapinga wakati imekuwa gazetted.
Kwa hivyo wananchi sasa walikuwa wanalipwa 1200 na sasa hivi wanapata 800,000 kwa ajili ya hii interaction ya county na hawa.
Now, welcome to the broadcast. I am Barasa Saenyi. President William Ruto has insisted that it is time for corruption in the judiciary to be dealt with firmly and decisively. Speaking in Kapsuswa on Tuesday, Ruto said that he means business and that no corruption or corruption must end in the judiciary. He said that the independence of the judiciary should not be used as an excuse to deny Kenyans the development which is their constitutional right. The president said the independence of the judiciary should also not mean that it is too important not to be questioned. Ruto insisted that the judiciary still answers to the people of Kenya. Let's listen in.
We respect the independence of the judiciary, but that independence does not extend to sabotage the public interest. It doesn't extend to sabotaging and denying Kenyans their constitutional right under Article 43 that guarantees them social and economic rights. Any institution that undermines the delivery of constitutional rights, social and economic, to the people of Kenya is undermining the Constitution, and to all that extent, I want to say we are going to make sure that all of us respect the sovereignty of the people of Kenya. Tunaelewana jameni? And when I say, and I will repeat, that we must deal firmly, decisively with corruption in the judiciary, I mean it. And we are going to deal firmly and decisively to root out corruption in the judiciary. Nobody should tell us that the independence of the judiciary will be used to deny the people of Kenya their rights. Nobody should tell us the independence of the judiciary also means that the judiciary is holy.
Now, the M-Pesa downtown a few hours ago caused anguish among parents, traders, businessmen, operators, among many other sectors that utilize the service, as the M-Pesa service remained unavailable for close to 3 hours. The telecommunications company M-Pesa has not yet issued a statement about the same, as it attributes the outage to scheduled maintenance. The service, which has since been restored, was unavailable on the M-Pesa app, USSD code and SIM card tool, and with the back of the school season, parents and students alike were stranded in paying for books and transport. Various transactions were delayed, whose impact can be felt in various sectors of the Kenya economy, as M-Pesa usage is integral in various businesses. Now we move forward to other news, where members of parliament in the National Assembly today held a meeting with journalists to express their dissatisfaction about the delay in the allocation of the development fund for the development of parliamentary areas or constituency development funds. The MPs say that the delay of the allocation has paralyzed the activities in their respective constituencies, and many students are left stranded in the country, urging the national government to speed up the process of disbursement in order to curb the situation that is highly rising. Let's listen.
No single constituency has received a single cent of the NGCDF funds. None of us here have received no single member of parliament. By now, CDF allocation should be 35% of the, on bursaries, should be 35% of the CDF allocation, which translates to about 18.5 billion. No single cent has been disbursed in this respect, with the consequence that there are many pupils and students who are stranded all over this country. As we speak, CDF allocation for the year should be 63 billion shillings. Because we are in the third quarter, by now we should have received at least 75% of this money, which translates to just about 46 billion. To date, as of this date, no single amount has been received, despite all sorts of utterances that you may have heard elsewhere. So these false statements lead citizens to think that MPs have received money and they are sitting on it. We want to make it clear that we have not received it, and we urge the government to immediately release this entire amount of CDS allocation that we ought to have received. It is also important to note that by last year, through our speaker, the government gave commitment that CDF funds will have been fully released by 20th of December. And there was an official communication by our speaker to that effect. It is clear that they misled our speaker, they misled the National Assembly, and they misled the people, and that's unfortunate. Second.
Now, let's head to Nandi County. As students embark on their first term, a significant number face uncertainty due to financial constraints preventing them from paying school fees. Responding to this dilemma, residents from these communities living in Nandi County have collaborated to create a fund aimed at supporting academically promising students who are financially challenged. During an event in the Mateget area where checks were presented to fund various students, education stakeholders urged well-wishers to step forward and volunteer to help children from economically disadvantaged families. Let's watch this story.
The government is trying their best. You know, our able local MP here is really helping with the school to make sure that the school gets the needed funds to advance, you know, with improvements of the labs and, you know, just the overall well-being of the school. But it's not enough. So I'm seeking, humbly, asking the community, asking friends, asking stakeholders, asking the business community in Nandi and Kenya as a whole to help us.
I urge you guys to support the students in everything they need, especially basic needs, which is shelter, food, and shopping. And also the community, we urge if there is any parents that are struggling, the church, let's all come together and support that family, because when we support the children, there's a...
Now, and the Judicial Service Commission has promised to construct more courts in Busia County to help the residents access judicial services easily. Meanwhile, residents have been urged to embrace out-of-court settlements. While highlighting the challenges faced by the Busia County residents, the Busia County Residents Chief Magistrate, that is Edna Nyilote, pointed out the lack of judicial infrastructure as one of the embodiments of accessing justice. In addressing the challenges, the Judicial Service Commission, in collaboration with the county government, promised to establish the court in every sub-county.
We've been told people are traveling far distances, like the people who come from Osieko. Osieko is very far. They have to go through Bondo, then they come to either Busia or Port Victoria. Those are the issues of accessibility. The county government is in discussion with the court here to provide land for construction of a court in Busia. Council of Elders have been trained, and we are well underway into rolling out alternative justice systems here in Busia County.
Now, from Busia County, we head to Vihiga, where Governor Wilbur Otichilo has called for sexual offenders to be excommunicated. Speaking in Vihiga County at a community event, Wilbur said that if the members of the community do have discipline, then they will be forced to embark on traditional ways of dealing with sexual offenders. He also expressed interest in working with artists to create music that educates the society at large, especially the youth who are hooked in social media, where they get exposed to a lot of corrupted content. Let's listen in.
Kama muda amefanya jambo libaya, tutakubaliana hawezi kaa kwa jamii yetu. Tutasema lazima atolewe vile ilikuwa zamani, ahamishwe. Na kama watu wanafanya maneno mengine, tuko na mila zetu ambao sisi tunajua, hawa wazee wanajua. Kama muda ameleta maneno mbaya, tutatumia hizo mila kupambana na hawa watu. Na mnajua yale nasema, iko mila zingine tukizianza kuzitumia, mtaona watu wakiangamia. So that we bring this discipline. Hatuwezi kuwa tuwe jamii ambayo haina na discipline. So I want to make sure that discipline tunakuwa nayo. Na wanamuziki wetu, mimi nataka tutakaa na nyinyi, nataka tukae pamoja, tuanze kutunga zile nyimbo zitafundisha hawa vile wa kukaa na wananchi kwa njia mzuri, hasa vijana wetu. Vijana wetu wameharibika sana na hii mitandao ambayo imekuja. Mitandao inaharibu vijana wetu kwa kuangalia maneno ambao haifai, na hiyo maneno ndio imerudisha utamaduni wetu kurudi nyuma. So hao yote tutakaa pamoja na tusungumuzie na tuone vile tutaendelea.
All right, now let's head to Migori County, and the health department is taking steps to integrate the COVID-19 vaccine into routine vaccination services within the county. This strategic move is designed to enhance the adoption of the COVID-19 vaccine among the local population. James Oguk, a health officer in Migori County, explained that this initiative aims to encourage more residents to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Oguk expressed concern that the number of individuals seeking the COVID-19 vaccine has declined compared to the initial stages of the pandemic. Let's watch.
We are moving to a scenario where we don't want any missed opportunity, whereby a client who was eligible for vaccination of COVID goes home unattended to. So every department will be asking and even inquiring and even discussing the same with the clients, so that the clients can own it up, the facility can own it up, and everybody.
Any child who is born will go through the entire process of receiving the vaccination from birth. And now when the child reaches around 12 years onwards, now they'll start getting the COVID-19 vaccination. Yes, we do have enough vaccines. Like now we have the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and the Pfizer vaccine, meaning the population from 12 years onwards.
All right, let's head to Turkana County, and the county government of Turkana, in partnership with non-governmental organizations, has come up with a recycling machine project that will help in recycling plastic waste. The end product from that machine will be used to make other household items that will be used at homes and other parts of Turkana as well as Kakuma. The project is also intended to enhance reduction of pollution in the environment.
We have gathered here today to launch this plant, which is behind us. And the work of this plant is actually to crush the plastics waste, which are here in Turkana waste.
We're in the front line to work with our partners, and of course that's why we are looking into an inclusive, fair recycling ecosystem, meaning that every person who has a heart in cleaning the environment is going to be involved.
Now, in other news, let's head to Masai Mara. A section of the Masai Mara National Reserve Management Committee has defended the county government over accusations of alleged mismanagement of resources as claimed by the area senator Ledama Olekina. The members of the committee, led by Michael Koikai, have dismissed claims that the locals are being unfairly treated as a result of increased park fees. The members say that the county was just implementing the new management plan and that the rates were increased as per statutes of the economy. Let's listen.
Tourists are supposed to pay $200. During the low season, tourists will be charged $100. Makyu, this is a prime wildlife area in this country, and for a person to visit, he needs to equally pay an amount that is commensurate to what is coming to experience in the Mara.
Na uchumi yetu ya Kenya sasa iko juu. Na lazima pia county government pia weke maneno yao juu. Na ile hiyo kujulisha wananchi amejulisha na tumekubaliana na county government kulingana hiyo Barasa county government anafanya public participation. County assembly pia ilipitisha na alikubana na pia was gazetted. Na hajapinga wakati imekuwa gazetted.
Kwa hivyo wananchi sasa walikuwa wanalipwa 1200 na sasa hivi wanapata 800,000 kwa ajili ya hii interaction ya county na hawa.
Masai Mara wraps our news coverage for News Hour tonight from our news desk. Stay tuned to Imani Television for a more continued experience of spiritual awakening programs, soul uplifting, gospel music, and informative updates. Before maybe we wrap up, we invite you to our monthly night vigil that will be taking place this Friday, the 12th of January 2024. Come and let us worship together. Imani Radio and TV is located opposite St. Joseph's Boys High School in Kitale. So you feel welcomed and join us this Friday. My name is Barasa Saenyi, and on behalf of our dedicated production crew, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for tuning in tonight. We wish you a blessed night. See you tomorrow.
Welcome as we go to science. For deaf people out there, I'm requesting you to join this program.